A man gets transported into a cultivation world and becomes immortal. But after 9 straight years, every pull has been a body trait. His muscles keep getting bigger, matchmakers are lining up from one end of town to the other, but he still has 0 talent or insight. Come on, this is a cultivation world! So, after spending years in the mortal world half asleep at the forge, and even outliving the old man who raised him, he finally decides to take a shot at the cultivation world. But I still underestimated how terrifying it really was. The second I stepped outside, I ran into 2 cultivators fighting. Just the shockwaves alone almost killed me. While I was running, a female cultivator crashed right next to me. The male cultivator fighting her immediately tried to kill me. Even though I kept explaining I was just out hunting, to him, a mortal was nothing. Kill me? No big deal. Luckily, the badly injured woman used her last move to trap the man, then hurriedly told me to kill him. Otherwise, in just a moment he'd recover, and we'd both be dead. You've gotta be kidding me. You want me to kill a cultivator? Who knows what kind of backup plan he's still got? I was just about to run for it. The woman quickly said, "If you kill him, I'll give you a shot at immortality." That was exactly what I wanted to hear. But why should I trust you? What if I kill him, and then you go back on your word, or kill me too? So the woman swore on her Dao heart. That finally convinced me, and I walked up to the man. But instead of fear, he just started mocking me. You think a mortal like you can kill me? Once I recover, I'll make you wish you were dead. At that point, there was nothing left to hesitate about. I brought my hammer down, but it slammed into a barrier. Turns out, the guy had a protective talisman. Looking at how arrogant he was, I didn't waste another second. I used the chaotic cloak hammer style the old blacksmith taught me. With my body stat already over 10 points, I actually smashed the guy to death on the spot. And sure enough, the woman kept her promise. She gave me 2 choices. One was a cultivation technique plus some spirit stones. The other was an introduction to join the Li Huo sect. But whether I could become an outer disciple would depend on my aptitude. Was that even a real choice? With my immortality, of course I was going to cling to a major sect. As long as I can stay alive long enough, I'll get everything eventually. The next day, I arrived at the sect and took the spirit root test. Turns out my spirit root was only low grade, so I ended up as a miscellaneous disciple. Even worse, miscellaneous disciples have to earn contribution points themselves before they can exchange them for cultivation techniques. But hey, a misc disciple is still fine. As long as I can cultivate, I'll happily be the sect's workhorse. To become an immortal ASAP, I went to the task hall to pick up a job. When I saw they were all pretty safe missions, I was thrilled and just about to claim one. But the old man directly tossed me a token. All the other tasks are full. Go cut spirit bamboo on 13th peak. 1 stalk, 1 contribution point. He didn't even care whether I wanted it or not. He just threw me a hatchet too. When I got to the back mountain, I realized the place was covered in spirit bamboo. This isn't bamboo. This is basically contribution points growing out of the ground. But the second I swung, I realized it wasn't that easy. Even with my current body stat, a casual slash still couldn't cut through it. That actually got me excited, so I started using my chaotic cloak blade style. I kept going until daybreak, then finally went back to turn in the task. The outer sect steward saw that I took the task yesterday and only came back today, so he assumed I was some lazy slacker and was just about to lecture me. Then he noticed my woodcutting blade was covered in chips, so he asked what happened. When I told him it was from cutting spirit bamboo, he got interested right away and went to check for himself. At first he didn't believe me at all, but when he saw a whole hill of spirit bamboo stacked up there, he started trembling and asked how much I'd cut. Not much. Maybe around 10,000 stalks. When he still didn't believe me, I casually crushed one in my hand. The steward was completely stunned. He was just about to say something, and then I pulled out a money pouch. Oh, who dropped this silver? Elder, is this yours? Oh, right, yep, mine. Definitely mine. I've always been fair and impartial, strict and incorruptible. I'll have someone count up your contribution points later. You won't be shorted a single one. Then I bowed to thank him. Oops, his money pouch fell out again. So I handed it back once more. Your money pouch dropped again. The nearby miscellaneous disciples were totally dumbfounded. Wait, isn't that his own? They were just about to say something, but their companion immediately covered their mouths. The elder happily pocketed it again, then brought me straight into the inner courtyard and settled my contribution points on the spot. Those miscellaneous disciples started panicking, afraid all the good jobs would go to me now. So when the elder came back out, they immediately offered him their own gifts. But when he saw it was just some fruit, his face turned red. You think this is enough to test an elder? What elder couldn't resist something like this? I devote myself wholeheartedly to the sect. What I can't stand are parasites like you. Before long, a month had passed. I'd already cut down all the bamboo on the back mountain. My contribution points had reached 170,000, but I was still short 30,000 to exchange for a chi refining method. If it were any ordinary miscellaneous disciple, they probably would never cultivate in their whole life. After returning to the mission hall, I gave the elder another bag of silver and got a task chopping wood and hauling water. Another month later, I finally exchanged for the technique. And right on schedule, it was time to draw this year's trait. Sure enough, I got body stat again. Even after getting the technique, I still couldn't learn it. Without spirit root and insight, the path to immortality really is insanely hard. And just like that, year after year went by. I spent a full 30 years as a miscellaneous disciple, and finally pulled the bone talent I'd been waiting for. By then, I had 40 points in body, 2 points in bone, and 2 points in spirit C. My cultivation finally reached chi refining first layer, so I immediately became an outer disciple. I received 3 techniques in my own cave dwelling, But before I could even get there, I was dragged off to the Wanlo Secret Realm trial. Then an elder up front said, "The Wanlo Secret Realm concerns the honor of the sect. Only those who come back alive will be rewarded." Looking around at all the excited people, I was speechless. Wasn't this obviously just sending low-level cultivators like us in as cannon fodder?